What's good, homies? Welcome back to another episode in our Rugby League Live for Be a Pro Survival Series. We are in our second episode here, and the current star player we are playing with right now is the king himself, Clint Gutherson. Before we get into anything today, I just want to remind you guys, if you've got star players in mind that you would like me to play as, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to put them down on the list. I won't be showing the series rules video. I'll just show that like every 3 episodes or something like that. But yeah, we're in round 2, walked away with a win in round 1 against, I think it was Manly, in a low scoring match. We did manage to score a try in our first game, and yeah, the streak officially begins right now. Our opponent in round 2, as you can see, are the 2018 St. George Illawarra Dragons, and we're playing at Wynn Stadium. So starting things off with the Dragons here in attack, as Nightingale, with the twinkle toes, makes a break down the left side, and he's going to get pulled down outside their 40. As they throw a terrible pass here, and it's going to get scooped up by one of our players. No advantage, and we're going to get the feed to the scrum here. Alright, so I think that's Norman feeding the scrum. As they get it out the back, we call for the ball, and we beat our opposite here off the back of the scrum. Beautiful footwork here, as we race away to score under the posts for the first try of the match and our second in the series. As we take another look on the replay here, nothing too special or fancy, just some nice footwork to beat Nene McDonald, and we just use our pace there to get around Jack de Bellin, who can't quite make the cover tackle, as we finally score under the posts, and we're going to go up by 4 points with the conversion to come. Alright, so we're back with Mitchell Moses here, who in real life had an outstanding performance in the Rugby League World Cup. Unfortunate for Lebanon against Tonga, but in my opinion, Lebanon, really, it was their game to lose. As we get a penalty here, and apparently we were clipped high in the tackle, but I'm not too sure about that, as we find the line, and it's Matthew Woods here. Not too sure who that is, but he's playing lock. And he's going to get wrapped up inside their 30. We get a play to the left. Mitchell Moses throws I don't know why he threw that wide ball. It was an easy read, and it got picked off here by Thompson, as we zone in on Thompson to make the cover tackle, but he shrugs us off here, and he's going to score the Dragons' first try of the game. A massive long range effort by Joel Thompson, as Gareth Widdop lines up to take the shot at goal, and as you'd expect from right in front, ties the game up with the scores locked at 6 apiece. Alright, we're about 16 minutes in, back in attack here, as it goes to Matthew Woods, links up with Bevan French. It looks like he gets crunched in the tackle. They get short once again. This time it's Kane Evans through the middle, finds space, gets a nice little offload away. Alright, so this next part was was an editing fail here. As you can see, we actually scored a try here through Corey Norman. I accidentally cut out the live try, but thankfully I did get the replay. As you can see how we scored here, I believe it was an out the back play that we set up for, and one of the passes ricocheted off a Dragons defender, hits the deck, and then sits up perfectly for Corey Norman, and he scores under the posts. So yeah, my bad on that little editing mishap. Luckily we still had that replay of the try. Better than nothing at all, I guess. As we take the conversion once again here, Mitchell Moses from right in front, and of course he adds the extras and gets us up to a 6-point lead. Alright, so we're back in attack here, inside the final 9 minutes of the half, as we get away with a little error there. Pretty sure that was a knock on. Outside our 20, as we go to Vave, and Vave's going to get wrapped up just outside our 30. So I'm just letting the AI do their thing here, as we call for it back on the short side, and we shoot down the corner for a 40-20. We have a fairly strong wind behind the ball here, just pushes it into touch, and we're going to be taking the tap inside our 20. As Terapo, if you look to the bottom right of the screen, I set up the AI to go for an inside ball play, and it works a treat right here, as Moses links up with French. French gets around a defender, and he's going to score under the posts. Man, you gotta love those set plays. I may not be in control of the players, but I can dictate when and what type of set plays to run, and at any time on the field. Having the set plays in the game just breathes life into an otherwise pretty stale game mode in my opinion. There's plenty of plays that can be run, and the best part about it is that you can chime in whenever you want and create line breaks mid-play. As we jump back to Mitchell Moses here, taking the conversion, A fairly laid back night for him off the boot as he slots another one from right in front and gets us up to a 12-point lead heading into the break. So instead of looking at the overall match stats, we'll be taking a look at my individual performance with Clint Gutherson so far in the match. As you can see here, we've had 6 touches of the ball for 52 meters, we've made 3 line breaks, and we've scored a try. So yeah, I'd say it's a decent first half in terms of stats. As we jump back in the second half here, we call for it back on the inside, and we almost score off a set play here. A clutch tackle there by their fullback, I think it's Kurt, man. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you can pretty much chime in whenever you want during the set play, and that's what I did right there. And it almost worked a treat for us as they set up for another play here. We call for it, we get it out to Bevan French. But we just get wrapped up inside the 10 here. 5th and last. I just let the AI do their thing as they send it to Moses. He puts up the bomb and we're on the chase along with Hoffman as Hoffman flies up, comes down with the pill, and he scores our 4th try of the game. Alright, so as we take a look at the replay here, a decent kick by Moses, a little too deep, but it doesn't really matter because Josh Hoffman flies above Kurt, man, and claims the 4-pointer. So there's some pretty nice tries being scored here in this game, as Mitch Moses once again converts from right in front and gets us up to an 18-point lead. 50 minutes in, we're on our 20, back attacking as they go short to Scott, as Scott gets pulled down and they give away yet another penalty. If you watched yesterday's video, I was talking about those held-in penalties that happen quite a lot during Beer Pro. I think this was the game I was talking about in particular. There's been quite a few penalties already, as they send it out wide, a little inside ball here to I think Bevan French, who gets pulled down just inside their 40, and again, another held-in penalty. This time it's going to be James Graham getting sent for 10. Pretty annoying that this is happening quite a lot in Beer Pro, because I am enjoying my time on this game mode. But those are penalties, as you can see here, another penalty. I mean, at least it's not our team committing penalties, but still, it's annoying to see as we lose the ball here off the tap. A massive hit. And it's going to be the Dragons here, back in possession inside their 30. As they shift it for an outside-inside play. Hunt to Kurt Mann, and Kurt Mann's going to get wrapped up. Back to Thompson here. On the first tackle, he gets pulled down just inside halfway. Second tackle here, they go short to Vaughn, who breaks the line through the middle. And he's going to get pulled down on our 30, making some decent meters here after stringing together a few tackles are the Dragons. As Joel Thompson gets pulled down just outside the 20. Another short ball to DeBellin, he links up with Vaughn, and Vaughn with some nice post-contact meters makes it just outside our 10. So a monstrous set here by the Dragons. They made 60 meters as Witter puts up the bomb. And it's going to get fielded there nicely by Bevan French. French gets pulled down 5 meters out from our line. First tackle, 60 minutes in, Bo Scott with the hit up. And unfortunately, once again, it's going to be a penalty. One would think that the referees would be on the Parramatta payroll as the Dragons continue to get penalised. We take the tap, and to make matters worse, we throw a forward pass off the tap. This was really just a frustrating end to the game, or a frustrating second half in general. After scoring a few nice looking tries, it's going to be the Dragons here. 61st minute, they got the feed to the scrum as they send it out to Woodard, who takes a hit up here, and he's going to get wrapped up just outside our 20. On the first, they go to Nightingale, looking for that switch and then inside ball play, but terrible execution there. They cough the ball up, and we're back in possession outside our 10. As Bo Scott gets driven backwards here. Second tackle, set up to the right. We go to Moses, and Moses. That was pretty much how the rest of the half played out. Couple of errors, a couple of penalties. We do pick up the win though, and we make it 2 in a row with Clint Gutherson. The first 50 minutes of the game was pretty solid, but from that point on, the quality of football went completely downhill. Most importantly though, we did get the win and Clint Gutherson will survive for another round. Looking at the full-time match stats, we ended up picking up the man of the match. And just another reminder, if you got suggestions of players you want to see me play as, just let me know. And for all you loyal viewers that made it this far into the video, hit up that comment section with odd squad or nothing. As always, drop that like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content, or more content in general, and I'll see you.
Extraterrestrial, I do this on another level.
Later.
Closer to Jesus, I go too hard in extremists to take one night out with my team, and it get harder to leave us, and it get way harder to leave us, and you're gonna have to try way harder to beat us.